Should be coming live in a minute. Hey, it's the coffee break time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're viewing from. This is Laura Thompson, your friendly, fabulous, feisty, fierce, and phenomenal CEO and creator of TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. And you're tuned into the coffee break. And guess what time it is? It's Dream Week time. And we have a very, 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 very special guest on today, Ms. Sharon Lewis. She is the creator and founder of San Antonio Cigar Culture, and she is a cigar smoker as well. She's cool like that. So how you doing, Sharon?
How are you, Miss Laura? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. So
Yes,
I know they
ma'am.
had a Dream Week press conference
They
about an
did.
hour ago. How was that?
Yes,
How did that
ma'am.
turn
It
out?
was amazing. The mayor just gave the proclamation that Dream Week is official. It is
Uh-oh,
an
uh-oh.
official uh, San Antonio event, and just to see it from the beginning till 10 years later, still
Wow.
thriving and sending that positive message that everybody is benefiting from in the city. It was just good to witness. Show is doing
Wow.
an amazing job, and his team.
He is, he is. And so this is like a decade of dreams
Yes.
with Dream Week. So I'm super excited that
Same.
they had an opportunity to have the major kickoff today. That's a phenomenal feat
Yes,
and accomplishment. So
absolutely.
let me ask you this.
Mhm.
So a little birdie told me that you're having an event on the 15th and it's under the Dream Week umbrella. So can you tell us a little bit about what that is all about?
Yes, absolutely. So the little birdie was correct. I am having not one, but two events under the Dream Week umbrella. And the first one is January the 15th, this Saturday in Martin Luther King weekend at the Alamo Beer Company, which is on 202 Lamar Street, right underneath the Hayes Street Bridge, in the shadow of downtown and the east side of San Antonio. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone come out. So the theme is cigars and brews, dealing with the beer of Alamo Beer Company, and a classic car edition. And so that's what we're doing.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about the classic car connection with the cigars and the brew.
Well, that goes hand in hand, all men and women, because I know some women who love nice cars, especially classic car collectors. Um, it really just came about of just knowing a lot of enthusiasts, and then just having the dream of people kind of cruising, doing an MLK. Usually the bikers might do like an
Yeah.
MLK ride or MLK cruise. And I just thought, it'd be really cool to see some of these classic cars do like an MLK drive or cruise that day, and then, maybe stop off at the Alamo Beer Company. That was the original vision. But we know how the weather can be in San Antonio, bipolar. And so wasn't sure where to go with that. But a lot of the cigar enthusiasts and spirit enthusiasts, they love their classic cars. So I've teamed up with a few people, Coffee and Octane. They have nice Ferraris and Porsche, and they love their nice supercars, I would call them. And then the Southwest Car Club has been very helpful. This couple, they do major events with the Shriners and with the police department and so forth, and they have these huge classic car shows. So they're assisting me in making this happen. So this will be the first one. Truthfully, I have never done a car show. I've
Wow.
attended some. So this is the first, and Alamo Beer Company was open to the idea and was like, just bring the crowd in. And so this is what we're doing. We're going to see what happens. We're going to be bundled up, but it's going to be
Right.
something for everyone family and all. So it's free to the public. I do have some, packages available for those who want to partake in the whole cigar culture and what we do with our swag bags and different sponsored products that will be in that bag. And of course, I also have partnered with another Black-owned cigar lounge that's
Wow.
opening up here in San Antonio. Of course, we have our first one, 1911, which is in Church Cibolo. But this young man, two guys, a duo, they are called 49 Cigars, and they are located, will be in Stone Oak area. And so he will be opening up in March. So he has a pop-up, so he will be there selling his cigars. And they have a bus, Tim, the cigar cruiser, who's already on the premises of Alamo Beer Company, and then
Wow.
our classic cars. So, it's free beer, food, live music, DJ, a great atmosphere, and check out some beautiful cars for all the enthusiasts.
Wow. So Sharon, she's super creative. But she's also an engineer. She's got this
Mhm.
engineering mind.
I do.
She's an instructor, and so she's a part of the STEM program that she
Yes, I
moves
am.
that forward. And so a person that's creative and has an engineering mind, they're double gifted. And so she's engineered and created this event. And so you don't want to miss it. If you miss it and you're a cigar smoker and you're a car enthusiast, you're gonna miss it. So you got to come on out on the 15th at Alamo
The
Brew. And
15th.
where's that located?
Alamo Beer Company is 202 Lamar Street, 78202, I believe, in San Antonio, Texas, right underneath the Hayes Street Bridge. Like I said, it's the shadow of downtown. I call it the shadow of downtown. It is right, the downtown, and then it's the east side is right there on Lamar Street.
Wow. And if you miss that, if you're busy on the 15th, then you have another one coming up too on the 28th, correct? So she's
Yes.
just carrying
Too
the dream
much.
forward.
Yes.
So tell us
Yes.
about the 28th event.
Well, the 28th event has more of a French theme to it. It's make sure I say it right. It's a black and white event with Mr. Marcus Baskerville. He is the founder and CEO of Weathered Soul Brewery, which is a beer brewery near Embassy Oaks area by the airport. And he launched this brand during a lot of civil unrest and so forth. And so it's called a Black is Beautiful beer, and made a national acclaim. It just went all over the world as far as what his initiative is. And so that's what we're doing. We're just supporting his initiative. And so it's another cigar and brew event, but more of a classier, upscale, business oriented type of event where we want to dress up in either black or white or both. And
Wow.
we will have cigars outside because by then it's going to be super cold now, but we'll be in both areas in the warehouse of the brewery. And so we have some wonderful VIP packages for that as well, with priority seating and swag bag, and meet pictures with him and get a Black is Beautiful beer signed by him and so forth. And so it's just going to be a beautiful event with local vendors as well. And just supporting, it's really for the cause. So the portion of the proceeds will go toward his Black is Beautiful campaign.
Wow. So you are tuned
Yeah.
into the Coffee Break on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. And we're here with the phenomenal Sharon Williams, the creator of San Antonio cigar culture. And
Yes.
what did I say? Karen
Lewis. It's okay. Williams, but I can get it. Sharon Lewis.
Who is Sharon Williams? Okay, whoever that is, that's
It's
not
okay.
you.
It flowed.
I know, right? But it's weird with the phenomenal Sharon Lewis. And she has created these two wonderful, really unique events. She's combined partnering with two brewery businesses. She's partnered with cigar companies. She's partnered with car enthusiasts. And so she's a great collaborator and a great engineer, because that's what engineers do. They bring things together to make them work for the good, and that's what she's
Man,
doing.
for the good, for the good. Exactly, for the good.
And so we are
Yeah.
super excited about it. I know I heard about the black, what is it? The Black is Beautiful
Yes. Beer.
campaign.
Mhm.
And at the time when I reached out to that brewery, they had already sold out of all of the beer.
It was all
Um,
gone. Yeah.
so
But
so
he will have plenty for this event and
good.
glasses for this event and some giveaways for the patrons who come out and support. And so that's what I really was drawn to this was like, hey, did you know we have a Black-owned brewery? Hey, did you know this? And just
Mhm.
create an atmosphere where people can come out and see what's going on, especially people of color, to know what's happening in San Antonio, being that we're only 6% here and we never say, well, I didn't know that, and just really getting the word out to say, yeah, it's
Mhm.
here. Let's go support. Let's put our money behind it. And,
So is there
getting
an
the information out there.
admission? Is there an admission for either of the events?
For the Saturday event, the admission is free. It's open to the public, so it's free to the public. Only if you're cigar. I mean, if you want to partake in the cigar culture experience, as far as a VIP and so forth, that package is just only $20 for that.
Wow.
And we just did a Dream Week, a whole Dream Week experience. VIP early bird package was just $10, and that was for both events. So both of those have ended January the 10th to commemorate the 10th anniversary for Dream Week. So
Oh,
everything was about
wow.
10, 10, 10. So for 10
Right.
years, I did just $10 to come in and you have a whole VIP feel. And so now the car show is free to the public. And only if you want to register your car and be a part of the car show, it's just $25 to just register your car and show it off. And we will be having awards and prizes. So we're going to do participants choice, best in show, and best in show and best in class at the cigar. I mean, at the, see, I'm confused. I had so many going on at the classic car event. And so that award show will be at 4 p.m. And then at Weathered Soul, that event for VIP will be $40 for a VIP experience. That's when you will get the picture and the Black is Beautiful beer signed by the founder, along with just general admission is $25, which will give you a complimentary bite and beer, of course, all night, and along with a swag bag.
Wow. And some of
And the
y'all don't.
swag bag has stuff in it. So it has like plenty of spirits from our different spirits from different people who have sponsored and backed the San Antonio Cigar Culture, which is our Alamo Distillery. We have some other ones around Uncle Nearest, which is a Black-owned whiskey, which in the future we'll be doing some events with
Wow.
them as
And that's
well.
here.
And
That's here
so
in
it's
San
just all
Antonio.
about Uncle Nearest is in Nashville, Tennessee. It's in Tennessee,
Okay.
but they are their rep is here in San Antonio, and they have done several events in San Antonio. But I definitely will have partnered with them to be able to do one here as well. Something that's more about information. Did you know? Did you
Right.
know?
Right.
And so
Right.
being at the Deltas right now is celebrating their founder day. The great great granddaughter of Uncle Nearest, for those who didn't know, real quick, Uncle Nearest was the slave of Jack Daniels, and he taught Jack Daniel how
Really?
to brew and distill to
Wow.
distill. And so
Wow.
he did the formula, everything for Jack Daniels. So one of the entrepreneurs, she met with both families and bought it out. And so the great 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 daughter of Uncle Nearest, which is her name is Victoria, Miss Victoria, I don't know her last name. She goes around and tell the story about her great great grandfather, and she also distills. She's the first head distiller, black female distiller out there, and Uncle Nearest is one of the number one whiskeys out there. And so yeah, and she comes to San Antonio and tells the story. So hopefully we're going to team up and do something together. And met the lady. She's a Delta, and she is on fire.
Wow.
So
That's
it's just
great.
good, rich history of things we don't know, and I didn't know as much. But it's just something that I feel like we got to get that information out there in some ways. This is just my way of doing it through my little outlet that I have, which is the San Antonio Cigar Culture.
Wow. So come out and take a little puff and
Yes,
a little
little
sip of
sip.
and
Or
enjoy,
nothing at all.
right? Enjoy, help celebrate the 10th anniversary of Dream Week.
Mhm.
Help celebrate, Alamo beer,
Yeah.
and take a little sip of the Alamo beer. They have all types of flavors of beer to choose from. Chill out, take a peek in the windows of some of the classic cars out there, because they're going to be out there shining
Mhm.
and bumping
Yep.
and bouncing,
And
and so
puffing.
right, and puffing.
Yeah.
Then go out on the 28th and do the same thing. Sip some beer from a brother. Get your VIP packages, and all of that. And so you would spend money
It'll be a
anyway
beautiful
if
thing.
you went out, to an event or a
Exactly.
party or club. You would spend $25 anyway on a couple of drinks. And so at this event, you'll get drinks all night, and you'll get, a couple of prizes and
Yeah.
opportunities to win and to fellowship and learn some culture about San Antonio that you might not have known. So,
Absolutely. Well said. Well said.
so we are super excited about your
Yes.
event, super excited about
Thank you.
the beginning. I know you've had one other cigar event, right?
Yes, I've had, this will be my third one. So I've had
Wow.
two started at Midtown Lounge on the east side of San Antonio, our oldest Black-owned club. And so we had East Side Bourbon and Cigar Fest there in July. And then we did a Cigar Sunday in October with a cigar
Wow.
roller. And so every cigar culture event is usually a signature event. So there's always a highlight, something a little different at each
Mhm.
one. Yeah.
Wow. And
This is the third one.
it's always a great, great theme. So
Yeah, a little different, a little different, a little
right,
different.
right.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and it's always, it's a great opportunity to just come together and puff on your favorite cigar. So I know you're a cigar advocate and smoker. So what type cigars do you like?
Olivas is the only ones that I deal with that I can deal with. I've smoked a lot of different ones to try them out, but I know my go-to, and I smoke cigars with coffee. So
Really? Oh, wow.
yes,
So you
I'm a
got,
coffee and cigar. Yeah, the flavors, they kind of go together here and there. It gives you an even
mm,
palate for me, but it's yeah, that's my go-to. Some people have to have whiskey or a bourbon or a scotch,
hmm,
wine, I don't know, but I would touch that. But it's cigars are different for those. And also we have people there to teach you, even if you're curious, we start them off with something a little milder or something that has a little sweetness to it. A lot of the ladies, even men, they like the sweeter cigars. They might have a Tatiana, and it has a little sweet, or an acid cigar that's sweet as well. And it's just a good start. And then some just like, oh, this is horrible. So, so we have people out there to kind
wow.
of, so it's just not about the party. We educate you, you're engaged, and you're pretty much just entertained as well. But all those elements, it's all about giving out information, just learning and trying something different. And if you're not interested in cigars, you get to try different spirits, different whiskeys and bourbons and scotches. Just try things out, try something new, or just put it down and just enjoy the atmosphere. Yeah.
Wow.
So Oliva is my go-to cigar. Yes, that's
So is
mine.
that kind of sweet and mild, or
No, no, no. I
is
don't do
not
that
as,
sweet
as
stuff.
strong?
The sweet stuff. I know, no, it's not. I can't handle strong. It's right in between. They do have more of a robust, more of a bolder one, but I'm like, mine is, it's just right in my lane. It's right, nice and mild. I can handle it. Because if you don't do it right, or you could get sick from it. It, it
Mm,
it it can give you a bad stomach ache, if you don't eat or certain things, or if you inhale it, because you don't
wow.
really inhale cigars. You just blow it in and out. So you don't inhale cigars because you will be
Wow.
sick.
Wow.
So it's,
So
and we have people that'll teach you that, and it's just fun even learning or trying. So yeah.
wow.
So nothing, no sweet for me, no sweet.
So I didn't know. I didn't
Have
know
you ever
that you
smoked a
didn't.
cigar?
Maybe once, and I inhaled it, and then I found out I wasn't supposed to, because I did get a stomach ache and got lightheaded.
Exactly.
But it looks cool though. I wanna
Yeah.
try, but I'm gonna try
Yeah.
something really, really mild and
Mhm,
get some
mhm.
instructions on how to puff it.
Right.
So you just
Right.
puff cigars, you don't smoke them, right? You know,
Right. You just inhale, hold it
take
in and
in
blow
the
it out.
aroma.
Yep. Not even see
And,
you inhaling. That's inhaling. You
oh,
just
okay.
puff it in, you just puff it in your mouth and out. That's it. Like hold it in your mouth and out. You don't even have
Mm,
to hold it, just in and out. But you take your time because it will give you a
mm,
head rush. Depending on how far you get down to that. I always say when you get down to the layer, to the label, to the
mm.
end of it, and you don't want to stop, but you need to because you start feeling that, rush. And I'm saying this in newness for people who are just totally new at it because it's something that you got to take your time with.
You have to acquire
Hit and miss.
the
Yeah,
cigar
you have to
experience.
acquire this. And it's not a cheap thing. Cigars, your average cigar, what people pay for a pack of cigarettes, one cigar is that. It's like $10. So it is a
Wow.
lifestyle. That's why some of the events that I do is about an experience, a luxury experience, because it's just something it's not cheap.
Hmm.
And you're looking at a $10 to some people smoke $25 to $45 cigars.
Wow. I know
That one cigar.
I had
Yeah.
one uncle that smoked cigars, and when we were kids, we didn't really think cigars were cool because they didn't really smell
Mhm.
good. We thought
Right, right.
cigarettes didn't smell good either, but we thought cigarettes were cool because they had cool commercials for cigarettes.
Exactly. They did.
Yeah. So,
They
but
did.
this is exciting. So happy Dream Week.
Yes,
Congratulations
Dream
on
Week is
your
exciting.
third and fourth cigar event. All you
Thank you.
cigar
Thank you.
enthusiasts and smokers and classic car enthusiasts and
Mhm.
individuals that are curious and want to try out new brews. Come on out. You have two opportunities, the 15th and the 28th of January, and tell us where both of those are going to be before we go.
January 15th, Cigars and Brews Classic Car at Alamo Beer Company. And January 28th, which is a black and white event at Weathered Souls Brewery off of, I think, 600 Embassy Oaks. And so you will see the flyer circulating. It is on both on Eventbrite. It's also in the San Antonio Current. You'll also see them advertising it as well as on their online advertisement as well. And then the interview here with Tan TV. And so, yeah, you should see it circulating around. I hope you guys can come on out and support and just have fun and do something different.
Okay, and tell us what time April 15th at.
January 15th,
Oh,
it starts at 1 o'clock until about 5 o'clock. And then January 28th, it starts at 4 p.m. until.
okay, okay. So my son's birthday is April 15th. That's why I said April 15th. So I was just
My
giving him a early birthday shout out. When's your birthday? It's in April as
my
well?
son, mine is April, but my son, my oldest son, his birthday is January the 16th. So
Wow. The
yeah,
day
so
after King, huh?
yes, he's gonna be 25. I'm like, wow, I got a
No, he's
25-year
not.
old.
My favorite friend.
I can't believe it. Yes, he's 25. I'm like, Lord, the time, Jesus.
Wow. I remember when he
Yes,
was
ma'am.
probably about 6 or 7.
Yes, ma'am. He was
And he's
little.
probably still the same, just quiet and
Hmm.
like,
Quiet. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I love
wow.
it. I love
I
it.
love him.
Thank
So
you.
I appreciate you coming by, stopping by and having a little coffee
Thank
with me. And it's
you.
good to know that
Yes.
you smoke cigars and drink
With
coffee.
coffee, latte,
So
coffee
maybe
all day.
one day
Hmm.
once you train me how to smoke a cigar, we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
bring it on the coffee break and have a coffee break with a
That's
puff.
gonna be a good one.
I
That's
know,
gonna be a good one.
right?
That'll be a good show, and I have some friends to bring along as well. So
Okay.
that'll be a really good show.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
talk about
let's
it.
plan it and do it. I
Let's do it.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you, Miss Laura, and thank you for everything that you're doing again, and keep up the great work.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you stopping by. Miss Sharon Lewis, she is a great engineer, has an engineer mind, has the ability to connect all these dots together and make it into a fun
Yeah.
and classy experience. So come on out to both of the
Thank
cigar
you.
events and we will see you on the 15th at 1 o'clock.
All right. Yes, indeed. At 1 o'clock. Thank you.
All right, so
Bye,
you've been
everyone.
tuned into the Coffee Break on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. And thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us for